Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy for Sony PlayStation 2 again. In the last video, we finished up our business in Snowy Mountain. And we also went back to the mountain pass to get the one power cell that we couldn't get before. Now there's only one other area left for us before we can get to the lava tube. And that is the spider caves. We're actually going to have to go down there because it's the only way we can get to another area before we can go to the lava caves and head to the Citadel. And I want to make sure that I get everything in the spider caves. Getting everything in the spider cave is just a little bit harder than with the Snowy Mountains. And the Snowy Mountains, that was difficult enough. I mean, we were able to get through it, but that was difficult enough. Here, we're going to have to do even more. Maybe that wasn't the best idea, but at least I can walk off the edges of most, if not all, of these platforms. And now, the fun begins. These spiders, they will spit eggs. The eggs will hatch, if allowed to, if they sit there long enough. Thankfully, these spiders go down in 3 hits, but that's still not something I really wish to exactly deal with. The miniature spiders, not the actual spiders that I'm trying to fight here. And I want to go over here first because that is how I'm going to get to a yellow eco vent, which I do need to use because we can fire on these bugs this way and hit them. They will crumble after a couple hits. And I definitely want to ensure that I take them out, assuming I can hit them. And I have run out of yellow eco, so let's stand over here this time and take care of this thing, assuming I can see it. Assuming I can even see this bug to begin with. I think I may have taken that bug out. Now I've taken that bug out. Alright. We need to take out all these bugs. It'd be a lot better if we did. We actually need to do this for a power cell, and they won't really bother us as we move around this part of the stage. Also, because I'm standing in the eco vent, I can just take care of these things indefinitely. And I also want to hit that. That is one of the dark eco crystals that Samos, the Green Sage, mentioned when he was talking about the spider caves. We need to destroy all of those for a power cell as well. And you are here. And there's still going to be a few bugs that I can kill, assuming I know what I'm doing. And assuming I can actually hit them, of course. And I can't believe I actually destroyed that in the last shot. That was awesome. I still need to look for the rest of these things, though. There are still some of these bugs still moving around here, and I want to make sure that I take them out. There's one of them. And that's not exactly how I wanted to go down there, but I'll take it. Yeah. yeah. I want to make sure that I also clean out these tree branches. That way, I can get a bunch of Precursor orbs. If I can take care of you, that would also be great. Trying to talk here and I can't. So, we have the insect lurkers in the trees that we need to kill all of for a power cell. There's the dark eco crystals, which we also need to destroy all of them for a power cell. And there's also some stuff that we can do in the meantime. And it's a good thing I went over here because that makes it a little easier to get over here. I think that's the last one. I think that is the last of the bugs that I need to exterminate. So, before I do anything else, I do want to get up here to see what orbs I can grab. And then I'll go ahead and take care of that last bug. Oh, there's 2 of them actually. I guess I might as well go ahead and take them out. Assuming that I can even hit them in the first place. There's one. Now, where is the other? Oh, it's near another eco vent. Well, I can do that. I can take care of that, no problem. And I'll go down that way eventually. For now, though, I do want to leap off of this and get those orbs. And I now want to look around again. There we go. There is that orb that I was looking for. You're going to be swinging back and forth, but that's okay with me. As long as you don't spit at me, that would be great. I now have that hit I just lost back. And now I'm going to destroy you. Assuming I can even see you. That was not the last one, amazingly. Still glad I took care of it, though. Because that allows me to... There's the last one. But I still need to find a way over there and somehow destroy it. And what do you know? There is another vent and another Scoutflyer. Now to get rid of you. And you were the last one! Now I can go all the way back down there for a power cell, which is what I definitely plan on doing. But first... I think we're done here as far as picking things up is concerned. Now what do you lead to? Ah! I'm back at the start. Before I do that... That's not what I wanted to do, but that was still pretty talented anyway. Not what I wanted to do... That's not what I wanted to do, actually. Well, that's kind of a idea of one that I wanted to do. But I might as well go ahead and grab this power cell before I forget, and then try to explain what I was trying to do. So, we need to get back to where we came in here from as soon as possible while channeling Yellow Eco. The reason we want to do that is to open up that box that I showed off not too long ago. You actually have to get back to Volcanic Crater while still channeling Yellow Eco. And if I can get up there, that would be great. Alright, jump. Shoot that. We just destroyed the box. We just got this power cell. This power cell is for Volcanic Crater, and not the spider caves. But I still wanted to get rid of that anyway because that completes Volcanic Crater. We don't have to look for anything in that area anymore, which means we just have spider caves, the lava tube, and the citadel, and we are done. So, spider caves. We destroyed all the bugs. We need to destroy all the dark eco crystals. We need to do other things too. I do want to look around and get more precursor ores, but unless I go in this particular direction or some place with a cave, I'm not going to have the best of luck with that. Do want to get these. Do want to keep from getting hit by that. Still getting hit by the spider, even though I keep thinking I can jump up and hit the thing with the spin attack. And we are now apparently over here now. That's weird. If you can let me go back here, that would be great. Aside from the miniature spiders that it spawns, really? There is also those purple projectiles that it can spit at you that can also be pretty damaging. You don't want those hitting you either, because those things can hit you when you least suspect it. Even more, not as much as the contact damage that the spiders can do, but they're still pretty bad. And now I need to make my way to the cave that I was at before. And if you could move on down, that'd be great. Because I want
Maybe you can shoot better if you aim through your goggles.
Yes, Dexter, I know. Daxter usually says this if you...
Run away! That crystal's gonna blow!
Daxter usually says something about aiming through your goggles if you're trying to shoot at the spiders outside of first-person mode, which, don't do that, it's not gonna work. Also, Daxter will tell you to get away from the dark eco crystals if you strike one of them with a melee attack. This is important, because you definitely don't want to strike those with a melee attack unless you can somehow get away. And now there's this part. That little panel in the bridge there drops us down if we stand on it for too long. And these guys with the drills, their drills will stop working eventually, and that's when you can move up to them and nail them with a melee attack before they can get their drill started again. Which is good, because you're going to be seeing a lot of these guys right around here. This little area in particular is where a precursor robot has been excavated. And if I remember correctly, Gol and Maia were looking for a precursor robot. So maybe they've got this thing guarded on purpose. One would think. Anyway, before I do anything around here, I will just go ahead and drop off here and die. No, I want to get the blue eco. Somehow die again, and then grab the blue eco a third time, and then get to the blue eco launcher. Because the blue eco launcher is going to take me to this. If I can somehow get off the platform correctly. Now I'm going to have the weight on this. Fun. And by launching yourselves right up, we can swing on these things. And I also want to use the blue eco that I get here to not only power up these platforms, but also to get this power cell. Let's get on there. Now, if I look over here, there's still some that I'm going to have to get my hands on, but I think we'll do all right for ourselves. That would have been a little better if I could somehow drop down while doing that. But I think we should be able to get the rest of the precursor orbs in that area just fine. Like so. Still can't do it for some reason. If I could somehow face left while doing this, this would really help. Perfect. Now we can get out of this area. And I somehow managed to land right there. Perfect. Now we can start exploring more of this area, but I don't know where to start first. However, I do know about this area. So let's bounce on these... Really? Let's bounce on these spider webs like we always have. They always carry you where you need to go. You don't really need to double jump on these. I should probably explain these a little more earlier than I should be.
I think we're in a spider's nest here.
And from here, we need to get into the yellow eco vent. We need to fight our way through this area here and get the power cell. It was bowling shoe ugly, but I managed to make it work. And I wanted to launch myself out of there.
While you're down there, hey, you rub my feet?
And I could not see Daxter. I wish the game just straight up spawned me back here. At least I can long jump. Alright, let's try this now. Try successful. And we are back where we destroyed our second Dark Eco Crystal. And if I could look around, that'd be great. So let me go ahead and pause the game real quick. We've got that. We've got the poles. We've got the Skyder Tunnel. We're currently trying to complete the Scout Flyers. We've got 90 orbs so far, and I believe we have 2 Scout Flyers. We do have 2 Scout Flyers. Okay then. And from here, we have a lot of work ahead of us. This is quite possibly the hardest level to get everything in, just because of all the exploring that you're going to be doing. And all the places where you're going to be looking. That's also a thing. So, now that that's over with, let's go ahead and finally go onto these flanks and start looking around. So these things, when the flames are down, that's when you can cross them. You also have these little mincers here that will make everything a little more difficult, but if you know what you're doing, you can easily jump over them and land on some safer ground. Now you drop down. You do drop down. Perfect. Want to be careful on these while trying to grab all of the precursor orbs there. Thankfully, that's all we can grab in this lower level. And now, it's time to accidentally get hit, because of course, and destroy everything in here and get our 3rd Scout Flyer. And I am now reaching my 20-minute limit, but you know what? That's okay. It's not like I was going to do much here anyway. Plus, I do want to save more of this for later. And I also want to see if I can go back, I probably can, to the starting area. And from there, see if you can find one more scout flyer. I want to make sure that I have the starting area cleaned out before I start exploring the area around the Precursor robot in the next video. Because I do not want to go back there and down and backtrack for anything. I would much rather not do that. And I shouldn't really have to worry about my progress being saved, because I'm pretty sure that my progress will be saved anyway. So I don't have to worry about destroying millipedes or dark eco crystals again. Let us go up. Let us go up again. Which thankfully can be pretty easy to do if you know where to go. And that looks like a place where I could probably go to get something. Let's go ahead and keep looking around. I want to stick to the top here so that way I know that I've gotten everything that I can. Might as well go ahead and destroy these just to be safe. Go ahead and fill up on the green eco there in case something tries to kill me or something. And I do want to look around. And also pay attention to where I am jumping. What is that? Oh, that is a Precursor orb. I need to go over there, so that way I don't forget it. Can't believe I didn't pick that up. Let us fix this. Excellent. Now to see if there's anything else around here. Good thing I went back here. I would have forgotten that. It doesn't seem like there is, but I still want to be absolutely careful as I do all of this. Just like that one lone Precursor orb, you never really know what you're missing out on unless you actually look around. So I'm gonna get a few more minutes of length on the day's video, well, probably not much else. And what do you know? I just messed around trying to get to this not this Precursor orb, but this power cell that's right here at the top. Just from looking around and paying attention and everything, and well, I managed to get to that. So that's a thing, I guess. Thankfully, getting to this the power cell that was here isn't really that difficult. All you have to do is just anticipate where all these platforms are going to go, and then just double jump and then use the spin attack for a third jump accordingly. And you can easily get to where you want to go. Speaking of which, I didn't want to leap in a dark eco, but at least I know where that is. Let's go ahead and get that. I had the feeling I was missing something and I couldn't remember where it was. I knew there was going to be a scout flyer somewhere in this particular area that I forgot to look for, and it's right here. And now we are up to 4. So how are we looking? We got the dark cave. I do want to go in there, that dark cave. I'll show it off eventually. We have 117 orbs, and we have 4 scout flyers. We're doing pretty well for ourselves. I'm surprised. So, let's see how we're doing here. Do we have 88%? Yes, we have 88%. Okay, good. I'm going to go ahead and save over the game, just to be safe. And then, good. I'll go ahead and close this video out. Join me next time where we explore more of the spider cave and hopefully get even more things in the spider cave done. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!